Welcome to The Passion Pod with your host, Chris Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the feature presentation.
Welcome to the show, Lil Crush.
How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing awesome. I've never been here before.
No?
Have you performed here before?
Yeah, but not as like a main performer, so to speak. Like I did a song or two with some friends, if that makes sense.
Yeah, sure. But you're one of the headliners tonight.
Yep.
Of how many artists do we have?
I think we got like 10, including the DJ and the host.
Is that normally how the shows work out here? Is it usually like a huge squad of people?
It depends if it's a showcase.
Yeah.
I think this is a normal show, but we made it more of a like the end of the year kind of showcase thing.
Yeah, okay.
But if you look at it, like some artists do perform together a lot and stuff, so that's how we were able to fit a little more artists on it.
Yeah.
I think normally it's like 4 to 6.
Yeah, okay, because
Yeah.
I know like Cashinova I interviewed quite a while ago,
Yep.
and I know he is with like the Stop House group, but that's only like 3 dudes, right? That's like Macker, Cash, and
I'm pretty
and
sure.
Prof?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yep,
okay.
Yep. So it's like, but they still got their openers too. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So
Oh, I suppose, yeah, okay.
even besides those 3, they still usually take on 1 to 2. So it's normally anywhere from 4 to 6,
Yeah.
including the openers and stuff like that, and everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so since you're a headliner, how did you become a headliner? Like, what was the first thing that popped off for you real hard?
I don't know. Just doing everybody's out here doing shows, right?
Yeah.
I took a break from doing like shows every week and stuff, but I used to do shows every week, and that's how I got my name out here. That's how everybody really does get their name out here.
Where'd you get shows out like every week? Was it like
Did
house homie things? Like, what's the situation?
We did the Red Sea is where I started doing like little live. I forgot what the company was, but they used to do like a little thing right out of high school, like where you could sell your tickets, right?
Oh, okay, cool.
And then I opened up for Keed at the Varsity Theater. Like I said, we did something here where I was just performing with some friends. We did the Caboose, and then we moved on to kind of doing our own Taco Tuesday,
Cool.
right? And so we did a couple of different locations. It was always packed. And then we did the Minnesota State Fair, the Mall of America, and just kind of, honestly, just trying to do good places that really represent the state and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
So now, I mean, it was kind of, I don't know. We shot this bourbon video in front of First Avenue.
I'm glad that when we went to the bar, you did order bourbon.
Yeah, no, that's
Like,
I'll
that
stick
was
to
actually
it. I'm
legit.
gonna stick to it, you know.
Yeah.
But we shot that, and then like a week later, it was like, okay, yeah, you're performing at First Ave, and it's like,
Oh, whoa.
oh wow, perfect, cool, you know. And then we did a little news things in the intro of the video, and then a couple weeks later, the video's on the news. So it's like little stuff to just like we didn't take a break. We were just working on it nonstop. And through these last years, that's the same thing. Like every artist here tonight, you're gonna see they just grinding on their own thing. Whether they gotta pick up a side job, whether they gotta do this, that, they still making time to do what they love at the end of the day.
Dude, thankfully we're just in an age too where like you can make a pretty dope music video with iPhones.
That's what Bourbon was shot
That's
on.
what I'm saying,
Yeah,
though.
no,
Like, for
that's
real,
the
you
thing,
actually
yeah.
can. And recording music, you can use Audacity. You don't have to have crazy nice stuff. Even
don't.
these mics, like SM7Bs, dude, these are like $400 or less even
they
at
work
this
perfect.
point. Yeah, I interviewed Chris Cruzy not long ago. That dude billboards in country music. I don't know
Yeah.
if you listen to that, but he's from Wisconsin.
Yep.
He's a homie of mine. And he's like, dude, I've used $10,000 microphones in Nashville. We still just record all of our shit on these.
That's the thing. It doesn't,
You don't need it, man.
The only difference is taking care of the mic.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because
sure.
like, if you got a mic like this, or even my mic that I use at the home studios, about $400, maybe
Right.
even $250.
Right.
But it still gets by. It's just kind of, I don't know, adds a little feng shui to it. You know what I mean?
What kind of music do you want to get on these days? People do features all the time. If somebody out there is like, man, I've been trying to get a feature from Lil Crush forever, what kind of music would you want to hop on? Like, what would you look for that?
I would say I'm open to hop on anything, right? My genres are very spread out, but the one thing, if you want a good song from me, or if I even want to make a good song, the keys got to be right. So usually a C minor, F minor, but the keys got to be right, and it's just got to be a melodic song. You know what I mean? As long as it's that, I'll hop on anything. It could be Spanish, country, rock, punk, hip-hop, whatever.
Dude, crossing genres is a big thing, though. That's how you reach totally different audiences.
That's how you got to experiment. You never know what will work out and what doesn't.
Are you familiar with the artist Sunreal?
No, I am not.
So he's a rapper, singer, songwriter from Vancouver. He performed at Amsterdam not long ago, but he's pretty big. Like, I don't know, he's got 80K on the gram or something, but he's had some songs that were huge. I think
What genre you said?
he's like hip hop, but so anyways, he has one song with 40 million on YouTube. If you hear him, he's rad.
The audio or the video?
The video. Yeah, the music video
He
popped
did
out. That was the
something
one
right.
that made him get signed. But he's from Vancouver.
Yeah.
He's been my favorite artist for a long time. But I got to interview him backstage when he performed at Amsterdam.
Amsterdam? Okay.
Yeah. But he came up with hip hop, like rapping, right? And now half of his music are like folk, like with a.
He completely switched up.
Yeah, but he still does both though.
Both,
and that's what's cool about it. Is it like it's this folk music that all of a sudden has a hip hop feel, but then the next track on the album's full rapping.
Yep.
People love that.
It's because you gotta cater to different audiences. You're gonna have different people pick up your music, and there's gonna be some opportunities that come up for artists where sometimes you can't perform this type of music.
Sure.
You know, and it's good to be able to switch it up. And like you're saying, like he found something that worked.
Yeah.
But he was also able to kind of switch it up to find something else that worked that hit a different target audience.
Yeah.
And if you're able to do that, like one good example is Jay Zole performing tonight. He went from doing like a hip hop song to complete punk.
Sure.
You know, so it's you know what I'm saying? So that switch up is needed if you're able to and open to experiment with that and actually give it a shot. You know?
Yeah, I mean, you look at like Nelly, and that dude like totally hopped genres and made a killing doing it.
Exactly.
That dude did a fantastic job. If somebody's trying to come up right now, they don't have numbers, they haven't done all these cool things yet. Times change super, super quick, so they can't do it exactly the way you did it. But if somebody's starting from ground one right now, what should their goals be for that first year?
I would look at the financial aspect of it, right? And a lot of people tell you your dreams aren't going to happen because it does cost a lot of money to make things happen. It does. But if you find out ways to kind of cut off costs, you will save yourself a certain step by still learning the lesson and learning what you need to learn. So for example, if I'm spending $50 an hour on a studio session, why not learn how to mix and master myself? And ask my engineer, hey, what was the template you were using on my voice? So I got a starting point. Now, 4 years down the line, if I'm putting out an album, I'm the main mixer. You know what I'm saying? I might send it to the OG person I started out with, Minneapolis Recording Studio, to master it. But, you know, I'm the one that's mixing it, tracking it. I'm trying to teach my female producer, Breezo, the one that just did the Bourbon song. That was her first song on the scene. I'm trying to teach her how to mix and master, because that way, like, everything's in-house, and that's really how if you're able to produce, mix, master, learn an instrument, that's how you will save money in the cost aspect of it. And then just don't perfect shit. Just get out there, get your name out there, and just take time to really focus on yourself.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Totally.
And what's important to you.
Yeah, well, and I think, like, if you're trying to hire somebody to mix or master something or whatever, like, anything that you're trying to hire someone for, if you don't know how to do it well yourself, you really can't describe to them your vision that well. They don't understand.
And you get frustrated.
Right, exactly. And then you end up paying a bunch of money for something that you probably could have done when you're not good.
Exactly.
Because they can't understand, like, you don't have that base level of communication. But if you know how to do it, you can then sit someone down and say, this is what I did, this is what I like. I want you to add your flavor or do whatever. But you can show them, hey, this is what I know that I want out of it. You're going to save so much money in the long run, and you're just going to have a way, way, way better project, or like product entirely. What's the last thing that you've been working on learning?
Last thing I've been working on learning is honestly, well, I was going to start learning on the production side of it, but then I found this producer, and I'm like, wow, okay, you know what? I record my instruments and I'll give her loops and stuff, but when it comes to the drums and stuff, I'm like, I still got a couple other things to, you know what I mean? Make sure, like, I'm getting back into the drums. I'm including guitar in my set, all these other instruments. So it's kind of focusing on getting back and taking time in the day to practice these instruments. The songs, that's all I only listen to my songs. So, and the purpose for that is for if I ever need somebody says, sing me this song. I know it off the top of my head. Like, it will never go out of my mind. You know what I mean?
No, I feel you. It's not egotistical to say you listen to music, dude. I listen to my own show constantly, and it's not like because I love the sound
like
of my
when
voice.
you're driving around or just at the house
because
or wherever.
I'm trying to get better at what I'm doing.
And you want to hear.
Right. I want to make sure that what I'm putting out is the best I possibly can put out. It's not because I want to sit there and listen to myself on repeat. I already heard it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But that's like the best way to do it. Okay, so I know you got a million things to do. We should do a full-length interview at some point in time. But what's one song that you're most excited about performing tonight that everyone can go listen to right now?
I'm really excited about performing Devilish Angel. I love that song so much. It's such a good song. It's a song you can show your parents. It's a song you could sing to your girl if you wanted to. It just kind of like lets your insecurities out on the table, and it just kind of like the basic message is, I know there's a good side and there's a bad side to everybody, but let's try to find that good side out of it. And if I give you all of me, I expect all of you. You know what I mean? But it's just the trust that goes in between that. I don't know. It's a beautiful song. So
yeah, dude,
I think it'll be cool.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Of course,
this was
man.
Awesome.
Well, let's do something longer later.
We will. Next time, if you come to Eau Claire.
I got you.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of The Passion Pod. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We'll see you soon.